What's going on, guys? Inspiration. Episode number 5 already. Episode number 5, Inspiration. So if you're just new to the series, this is the day when I tell you guys a quote that just came from somebody in history. These quotes can influence anybody. And today, our quote comes from Albert Einstein. That's an interesting one. But the quote I found today: anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Just, think that through for a bit. It takes a while, to think these quotes through. For me, when I read a quote, I have to read it like 3 or 4 times to actually understand it. And this was one of them because it's so true. Mistakes. Mistakes are something that so many people do not value. Mistakes. Mistakes have such a value that you should pay attention to every mistake you make to allow you to get farther in life. And what that means is that mistakes are risks, and risks can have rewards, or they can make you fail. But a risk is something that can help you, take a chance. Risk, mistake, and take a chance are all the same thing pretty much, in a different way of saying it. Let's break this down. It's hard to explain this quote, but let me do my best to break this down. Let's say you make just a terrible mistake. Let's say you're at your day job and you make just a mistake that just is it's a bad mistake. Here are the benefits of that though. You learn from that mistake. You actually programmed in your mind now that you're going to actually pay more attention next time you're doing this certain thing, so that when you go to do it, you're not going to make that same mistake. So you learn from your mistakes, and then by having a mistake, to fix that mistake, you might have to try something new. And by trying something new, that might open up your mind to something else. Now, obviously, that's just short term, And Albert Einstein is really talking about, innovation, making mistakes on like projects and stuff to get you farther. And that's very applicable too. You might be working on, say, a giant project, something you're trying to change the world maybe. And you might just fail and make mistakes. But guess what? You tried something new to get there, obviously. Think about me and this YouTube channel. The history of this YouTube channel is not good. I literally, made videos for a while, then quit. Made videos for a while, then quit. And each time I quit was a different mistake that I made. It was time management. It was time management one time. It was running out of ideas another time. And guess what? Those things no longer are mistakes to me. Those things are easy for me to come by now. Time management, I've mastered. Coming up with video ideas, I've mastered. I have a whole book of them. Those were mistakes, and that allows me to try something new. This YouTube channel, this whole new, keeping videos up at 4 days a week, every single week is totally new to me. I've tried in the past to do it, and I failed by making mistakes. But by making those mistakes, it's allowed me to try new things. Like, one of the new things is writing everything down on a giant whiteboard. I have a giant whiteboard to the right side of my desk. I never did that in the past. In the past, I always had my iPhone, and I would just jot stuff down in there, and I would go through the week and do it. And if I came upon something I didn't want to do, guess what? I didn't pay attention to it. When it's on a whiteboard, and it's just staring at you the whole night, like I try to work at night, and this whiteboard is just staring at me, I gotta follow the whiteboard. I can't just erase the whiteboard. You can, but what's the fun of that? It's on the board there. So for me, since it's on the board, that's the mistake I learned. The mistake was typing everything down, thinking I was going to stick to this. When in reality, I wasn't going to stick to it till I wrote it down on a whiteboard. And that was something new to me. That was something new. That little thing But that little thing, writing everything down on a whiteboard, my whole schedule for the week, what I have to do, from my workouts to the videos I have to tape, to what I have clients, to what I have to do for clients, everything. It's all on the whiteboard. That mistake for time management that I made in the past is now corrected because I tried something new. And that might lead to something else. This YouTube channel might lead to something else. Wishful thinking, but you get the idea. A mistake, if corrected properly, can form an innovation to new ideas to advance in life. And that's really what Albert Einstein meant by that. That flash right there, that was lightning. Anyway, though, mistakes, cherish them. If you make a mistake, don't get down on yourself. Instead, when you make a mistake, think, okay, I made this mistake. What can I now introduce new that I didn't know before to fix this mistake? Or what could I go about to come up with a new idea to get around this mistake? All that thinking is going to evolve into something crazy. And you'll figure out the mistake. So you actually kill two birds with one stone. You actually fix the mistake, you try something new, which leads to new ideas, which leads to anything. Possibilities are endless, guys. Honestly, if you make mistakes, you can find ways to advance. If you find ways to advance, you found new ways to go about new things and apply that in different ways to your life. Your business, maybe your fitness, maybe your relationships. If you make a mistake with a girl, or if you're a girl watching this, you make a mistake with a guy, what did you do? What did you do in that relationship? You know, I have messed up many relationships in my life. Maybe that's why I'm single. No, I choose to be single. But I have messed up many relationships in my life. In each mistake, I got better at fixing that. And I'm still single though. So obviously I haven't solved that problem. But it's not a high priority for me right now though. So that's another thing, you know. It has to be a high priority for you to want to fix it. So, one more time. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Have a good week, guys. Go make some mistakes. Figure out how to fix them. And then come back for my new videos throughout the week. See how I tied that in? Have a good one, guys. Have a good week. Stay in a good mood. Stay positive. Good things will happen. See you next time.